I had a crush on a trilobite. When we were studying the Triassic and Jurassic period, I just adored the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and so on. I just naturally loved animals. I can only say it's either in my DNA or in my genes.
A lot of people say, well, what's so special about a dog's love? Hello. Have you ever looked yourself in the mirror when you just looked horrific and your dog's standing there and going, wow, Mom, you're special. I love you. That's what's different about dog love. How about when you come in from the office and go, oh, Lord, I don't want to see another human being in my life. And there's Fluffy going, Mom, you're home. That, to me, is what makes dog love special. It's just unconditional, it's unwavering, and it's always there. And that's that little spark of life and little spark of light that adds a little more love to all that you already share with those around you.
I love him because he just gives me such a source of joy, whether it's he's funny in a way, you watch his antics, you know, he's charming, but of course the most important thing about Elvis is that unconditional love that I get from him. You know you're in love with your dog when you just can't wait for the movie to end or the theater to end or the dessert to be served so you can get back to the apartment. And early on I was crazy. I mean, I would sometimes like run down the hallway to get to the door just to get back to be with my dog.
They're usually all jumping on top of each other and can't wait for us to walk through the door. And it just feels so great to know that you're loved that much and that their entire focus in their whole entire world is you. And I think that's why we do some of the things that we do that are a little bit out of the ordinary. We just feel so grateful for their love.
There is no question that the love of a dog is the purest, the most undemanding, the most unconditional love. It is pure love.
My husband's a truck driver. He's not home, so I was with my dog 24/7, and he was like, I was married to my dog. There was some jealousy.
We really do have a strong bond, and having Bella has actually made that bond even stronger. You know, as a woman, I feel bad that I wasn't able to provide children for Jason, but when I look at Jason waking up Bella in the middle of the night just so he can look at her, I know that I didn't miss anything having human children because he loves her just the same.
People in general have to need something to nurture, whether it's goldfish, a couple finches, or a dog, a cat, whatever. I think it's a basic need of somebody to nurture. And you know, Elvis was my first pet, my first dog. I got him at the age of 52. I was never a dog person at all. I thought they smell, I don't want to touch them, couldn't even tell you the breeds. And then Elvis comes into my life and we're inseparable.
I love dogs. Mostly it's the companionship, it's the loyalty, it's the, they want to be with you, don't judge you, they just respect you.
There's an old expression, you know, I love dogs, I don't love dog people. I mean, you've heard that expression too. Sometimes even when you go to the dog park, same thing, you know, the dogs are great. They can climb all over me and pet them and love them and smooch them and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes dog people are unbelievable. So I guess I could be considered one of those types that I love my dog people. Some are great, but others, oy, oy, oy.
An Italian, and I've lived a great deal of my life in Italy, when he tells you he loves you, he probably means it at the moment that he tells you he loves you. But, you know, 5 minutes later, he may see another young lady and he loves that young lady. But the love of a dog never changes.
I don't want to downplay relationships with people. I'm not doing that at all. But again, just that bond that she and I shared was different than what I shared with anyone else, including my husband.
The relationship with dogs that you can get is very different than with people. They will give you back so much and give you back so much more than you ever be able to give them, in the sense of that undivided love that they will give you. You know, as people, we have so many different people in our life, and we have to share it out. A dog, they tend to pick their person, and they give that person everything they can. And it's nice to know that it might not be a person, but something in this world regards you more important than anything else that there is.
You can always trust the love of dogs. That of humans is changeable.
In today's autonomous world, there's so many individuals who are sequestered only unto themselves. And when they go home, they're just going home to a 4-footed fur baby. The fact that the pet is in unconditional love, and that touches the human soul and the human psyche, when with humans it's a lot of things like hidden agendas, or I love you just up to a point, or maybe I'll only love you this much. But pets are unconditional love, and therefore they touch a void in the human being that needs to be addressed, and when lost is such a humongous gap.
My children would even tell you that I loved my dog more than them. I mean, you do love your children, but the love for the dog, he was dependent on me. He just did nothing wrong. He loved me unconditionally. It was mutual. Children, they get mad at you. They tell you exactly what's on their mind. Dogs don't.
I love my mom, so I pray daily. The dog gives her a sense of sanity, but this seems so insane, but so I tolerate it and I deal with it.
My sons do not think that I'm nuts. Maybe not. Well, maybe a little bit.
I have a question. What child that you have acts better than Princess? Name one. I thought not.
Corla's good. All my children are good, but they're children. Just like that's a dog, they're children. So children are going to do things that upset you, make mistakes or whatever, and grow.
If you want to, honey, I will call her a heifer for you. Lynn knows where her place is in my life. She's been there for me all of her life. She's a very, very faithful, helpful, wonderful, loyal daughter. We tease back and forth because she thinks the things that I do for Princess is taking up the void of the things that I used to do for children. And so she'll say, you know, you're going to the other extreme, but Lynn knows if she really needs me or needs something or her children need anything from me, she can put a dime on it that it's going to take place. Yes, sir.
And you kiss it at the end of this tape. And then you don't play. Mama Hawk loves Princess. They play off each other. They take care of each other. I don't think my mother probably could find her another companion that it meets her needs. So her and Princess helps each other.
She's the sweetest baby in the whole world. Her demeanor, her behavior, her characteristic, her personality is all top of the line.
So many people that don't have pets look at all of us as nuts, but once you have a dog, everybody gets it.
I hope that these people who think we're crazy will one day have a dog and see, or an animal, and realize how much they have missed during their lives.